So a question was asked in our Facebook community whether to choose between Clear Out and Clear Out Extra Strength. And so I actually wanted to take the time to actually navigate the entire acne landscape because there's a lot of noise out there, people making big claims, and it's confusing, right, to know what is actually best for your skin. And so I'll try to do my best to kind of navigate the landscape with you. But the first thing that I would do is actually go to Google and search dermatologist algorithm for acne. And what you'll find is this acne treatment algorithm ladder, right? And what this is whenever a dermatologist sees acne, they work through this matrix, right, of anywhere from diagnosing acne from mild to severe, and then looking at the tools that they have, looking at our first choice, an alternative, and then maintenance therapies. Okay, and so the art of diagnosing and recommending the right products is really in getting the right product for the right type of acne. Because the problem is that as you go further down this ladder, you're going to get more and more negative side effects. So what the dermatologist needs to do is be able to get the right tool to stop the acne while minimizing the negative side effects caused by it. And you probably have experienced this before. If you use a product that is too strong for your skin, it actually damages your lipid barrier and makes you more susceptible to acne, and even worse, making you more susceptible to stubborn acne. And so you really want to be careful not to overdo it by using products that are too strong that cause bigger problems down the road. And so another way to visualize this ladder is through a 3D chart. And so you can see here on the Y axis, as you move further along the axis, you're going to get products that are more effective at stopping acne. And then as you move along the x-axis, you're going to get more and more negative side effects. Negative side effects could be something like irritation, but it could be like an antibiotic killing your good bacteria on your skin biome. And it could be, on the extreme case with isotretinoin, the nuclear bomb, birth defects if you have children, being hard on your liver, causing a lot of severe dryness to your skin. So we'll kind of just walk through this and spend a bit of time on this chart because I think it's important for a lot of people to kind of get an understanding of the various products out there. Now, this green line is your current tolerance. And so for people with very sensitive skin, they may not be able to even tolerate benzoyl peroxide cream in the past. So you may be down here, but for most people, I feel that the normal population is right around here, which is they can tolerate benzoyl peroxide creams. Retinol starts to become a little bit irritating, and so this is kind of where they start to see itchiness, around the corners of their eyes or the base of their nose. And so they need a bit of adjustment before they can actually step up higher in the ladder. Okay, and so I'm going to start way down at the bottom, kind of walk through the products, and then kind of give you my guide as to what really works for acne and what doesn't. So right at the very bottom would be a mask. A mask basically just soaks up oil. And, the reality is, once it's washed off, within a couple hours, you're going to generate that oil right back. So really, on a long-term view, masks really do very, very little to stop acne. Okay, and so as you move a little bit higher up, you'll see your salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide face washes. These products, even though on face value, salicylic acid and BP products work for acne, they're just formulated poorly. So, when it's formulated into a face wash, salicylic acid, yes, it can break down oil. Yes, it can break down a clog if it's left on your skin long enough. The problem is in a face wash, it's only left for less than a minute. So in a minute's time, all you're getting is the leaching and stripping effects of salicylic acid, but you don't get the benefits because it's not left on your skin long enough. So really, what's the point? It really does very little, and you probably have tried these products like from Neutrogena or other brands that's Johnson & Johnson Clear and Clear that sell these face washes, and you use them, and they really do nothing for your acne. Same problem with benzoyl peroxide. Yes, they sell them and they're popular in the drugstores. That doesn't mean they actually work, and you probably have all tried doing these face washes. They're just irritating, but they really don't do much at all for your skin, and really nothing to do to stop acne. Now we get to benzoyl peroxide creams. These are on face value effective at killing C. acnes bacteria by bringing oxygen into the pore. However, BP cream on itself is not really effective at stopping acne for the long term. Why? Because it kills the acne bacteria that causes acne. The problem is it doesn't get rid of the clog. So the moment that you stop using BP in that area, the acne bacteria will come back, and because the clog is still there. And so in order to be effective, a BB cream really needs to be paired with a retinol or something else that actually breaks down the clog itself. You need to get rid of that clog, which is the underlying problem that's causing your acne. Now, another thing I do want to comment about BP creams is that they range from concentration of 1% all the way to 20%. And a lot of people have a misnomer that, hey, the stronger the better. Again, you need to be very careful not to damage your lipid barrier because it's going to cause more problems. And there's a lot of scientific evidence that once you start hitting past 2% and 5% as the max threshold, the effectiveness of BP, there's really no difference. You're bringing enough oxygen into the cell, into the pore. It's killing the bacteria already. So at 5%, you're already at the max. If you go even higher than that, 10%, you're just causing more irritation without killing more bacteria. So really, there's a law of diminishing returns with BP cream. So be careful when you buy these not to overdo it, because it's really not going to make any difference anyways. Now, as we move further up, you get something like antibiotics. So antibiotics need to be prescribed by a dermatologist or a doctor. And the reason why, on its own, it actually is very effective at killing the bacteria. However, it also kills any other gram-negative bacteria on your skin, so it actually disrupts your skin biome, which is why I kind of put it out there. It's not very irritating, okay, but it does cause a lot of negative side effects because of its property of killing other good bacteria that could be on your skin. Now, on that same light, as you move further up, oral antibiotics, they're also problematic because they cause more negative side effects. A lot of people who eat these do comment that they have issues with digestion because it's killing some of the good bacteria in your stomach or other parts of your body. It just causes more negative side effects. Now, retinol is one of the first products that I would put in the yellow zone. Again, this yellow zone is where you want to be, where you got the sweet spot of effective product with less negative side effects. Retinol is, mistaken for a lot of people as a great anti-aging product, and it is a great anti-aging product, but it was originally formulated in the 70s as a product to stop acne. And so this is the gold standard for stopping acne in general by getting rid of that clog. And so if I were to jump down and kind of show you in a diagram, the root of all acne is actually the clog, right? And so what you see is dead skin cells are shed on the surface of your skin, about 50,000 dead skin cells every single day. that actually includes the lining of the pore as well. That's also skin surface that sheds dead skin. And what happens as dead skin is coming out is a traffic jam, right? And so once that traffic jam, that dead skin cell piles up, it starts to build that clog. And as that jam happens, sebum that's naturally designed to go and give you moisture to your skin starts to get built up. And so the C. acnes bacteria, which is part of your skin biome that actually is designed to break down this the sebum, starts to find sebum down here and starts to pool up. And that infection, that mass upwelling of C. acnes bacteria is what causes inflammation, causes your body to say, hey, this is a major problem, and the redness and the actual pimple starts to form. And so what retinol does is it actually speeds up cell turnover. It speeds up the flow of dead skin cells out of this pore. And so the difference between the clear out and clear out to strength is a double dose of retinol to increase the speed of flow of these dead skin cells out of the pore. And so where you see retinol is, and it could be different grades, different concentrations of retinol, is this effectiveness move higher as you get higher concentrations of retinol. The problem and the difference between clear out and retinol on its own is that clear out has a lot less irritation than retinol on its own. And the reason why we chose those products is because if you look at clear out, yes, it contains a medical grade retinol, but it also contains azelaic acid. And azelaic acid is an awesome product that's in a lot of the dermatologist acne algorithm anyways. And what's amazing about this product is not only does it help to break down the clog and the oil, but it is actually very calming for your skin. So azelaic acid plus retinol work very, very well together because retinol may be a little bit irritating, but azelaic acid actually helps to calm down and take the edge off that irritation. Now, the other key ingredient within Clear Out is Percassi oil. And so Percassi is also amazing at calming and repairing your skin to reduce that irritation. And so, Percassi, the main ingredient, as well as azelaic acid, these two take the edge off of retinol inside the Clear Out. So that's why, even though if you were to say retinol is the same, Clear Out is more effective and is less irritating because of those two other ingredients inside the product that help to create that synergy. Now, as you move further up the effectiveness scale, you'll get hormone therapies. Now, I do want to say that when it's prescribed by a doctor who correctly identifies the type of hormonal acne you have, hormone therapies can be very, very effective. The problem is that most people who use hormone therapy use birth control, and it's a bit of a pet peeve for me when I see people on Instagram commenting, hey, just use birth control, right? When they see people with bad acne. And pretty shortly after that comment, you'll see people say, well, I tried birth control and actually made my acne worse, right? Because you're kind of messing with the hormones in your body that actually affect a lot of systems. And, you need to start using products that actually inhibit the androgen type of hormone in your body. That may not be a part of your birth control pill. So, and there are other negative side effects with hormone therapies, like gaining weight or, just a lot of negative side effects. So, I put hormone therapies out here. Unless it's used properly, I would actually be very careful of using and altering hormones in your body for the purposes of stopping acne. There's just many other products that are in the yellow zone that I would recommend using, lots of different retinol products that I would consider before even using birth control. to stop acne. Now, as you move further up, Clear Out Extra Strength we positioned as more retinol, but we also removed Percocet, which is and instead replaced it with salicylic acid. And so it's more irritating, but it is a lot more effective because, again, we've added yet another key ingredient in the acne algorithm that dermatologists use. We just bundle it into one single product to make it easier for everyone. Okay? And so as you move further up, you've got now tretinoin or adapalene. This is a great product. This is one of the first products that most dermatologists use that are prescription only. They are very, very helpful. The problem is they are very, very irritating. So I wouldn't jump first to this product without trying these other products first. And your dermatologist will be thankful that you tried these products first because you've actually started to move up that ladder already for them. So it just shortens your process for the dermatologist finding the right product for you. Epiduo is basically a combination of tretinoin and benzoyl peroxide. It is a bit more irritating, but it does have properties of killing bacteria as well as flushing out the clog. And then way up here, I just couldn't do it on a log chart, but is the nuclear bomb, which is the oral version of retinol. And, this is extremely irritating, can cause birth defects, causes extreme dryness for up to 2 years. Even your tears, right? Some people see dryness in their eyes by using this product. But for certain types of acne, it is necessary to get on the oral product to really get rid of the acne, and then stepping back down the ladder to something that's more sustainable without severely damaging your lipid barrier. Okay, so if I were to walk through the ladder for most people, okay, I would say that I would start first with Clear Out. It's a gentle product. It actually has a number of the agents that get rid of the problem long term, get rid of that clog, and then jump to Clear Out Extra Strength. And then if that's even not enough, I would start to mix alternate days between Clear Out Extra Strength and tretinoin until you get adjusted, and then to a pure tretinoin model. And for 95% of the population, I'd say 98% of the population, this is where you stop. You don't need to jump to the nuclear bomb. And then once that acne is now maintained, I would actually step back down slowly to Clear Out Extra Strength, then to Clear Out. Okay, so I'll kind of walk through now more into the extreme, people with closed comedones, why it's important to use a product like Clear Out Extra Strength. Because when you look at a closed comedone, some people call these blind pimples or under the skin pimples. These are, typically happening on people with dry skin or sensitive skin. And the problem is that slow flow of sebum, okay? So you get a clog, and because the sebum moves so slowly out of the pore, you get this hardened lump of a clog that builds up, right? And a lot of dead skin cells that pile up. Really, to break this up and get this out, you really want to use a tool like the Clear Out Extra Strength, but the problem is that it's irritating for you. So you really want to start first with Clear Out, then ladder up to Clear Out Extra Strength, and that salicylic acid 2% plus the azelaic acid 8%, it'll start to work over time because it's on your skin for 8 to 12 hours to break down this clog. Now, the problem is that even though you've, started to loosen everything, and then the retinol will start to push it out, start to increase that flow of traffic to push it out. Normally a pore is just a fraction wider than a hair. When you feel that hard lump, this thing just takes time to move out of your skin. So you just need to manage your expectations that this is a 3 to 5 month process to move these closed comedones out of your skin. But once they're out, you're on that retinol ladder. It'll keep flowing that dead skin out, so it makes it much harder for the clog to form. If there is no clog, there is no acne. So that is the key objective that you want to do, is get that flow going. And so again, start first with the clear out, using that retinol, azelaic acid, using that retinol, but counteracting the irritation with azelaic acid and precaucity oil, and really getting those clogs broken down. And so when you look at our users, you'll see that kind of same stories, right? It's that, this redness and irritation, mainly due to sensitive skin. This is a damaged and compromised lipid barrier. When people first start, you'll see initial success. And so you'll see here, been to the doctor, used 2 strong products, damaged the lipid barrier, went to a dermatologist, tried all sorts of creams, no success. Again, too strong, caused more harm than good, caused stubborn acne. You can see here a lot of consistent pimples, and a lot of big pimples in the same area. What you see here is that within the first month, you saw some initial results. Those initial results are actually the azelaic acid and the precaucity. It's actually calming the skin and repairing the skin, and reducing that redness and irritation. Then what took the longer time, the 4-month time frame, is actually getting rid of those closed comedones. These things take a long time to break down just because there's such a large clog. Okay, and so typically, again, anywhere from 3 to 5 months is what it takes to get rid of those. But you can see here a significant improvement, not only in the pimples itself, but we're talking about the skin texture, and the overall lipid barrier has improved significantly when you look at this picture. Now let's go through another example with another one of our customers. You can see here again, trying many products, and when I read this, peeling horribly, right? She's used way too strong products on her skin that has caused significant damage to her lipid barrier. And you can see that here, this kind of, you see this kind of dark patch of skin, and this severe irritation. This is long-term irritation caused by just too strong products. And these deep cysts happen inside her neck because of that. And so, what she did was start with Clear Out, get rid of all the other products that are just, causing more harm than good. And then starting slowly with the Clear Out, and then upgrading Clear Out Extra Strength, a stronger formulation to really get rid of and finish the job of getting rid of these closed comedones. And this is the ideal process that you want to go through. Start first with Clear Out, then go to Clear Out Extra Strength. I know it's a longer journey. I know those 2 bottles last 3 months each, but that's the process you need to go through when you're trying to get rid of that closed comedone. Okay, now after you've gotten rid of, and you're at this kind of state where for 3 months you have not gotten a pimple in this area, you can actually start to step back down to Clear Out again. And this is where, you want to start long-term maintaining using a high-quality retinol. And, case in point, I myself, even though I've stopped having acne for over a decade now, I still use Clear Out every single day, because when you look at the gold standard for anti-aging, retinol is definitely on there. So you can basically see right here, right, that when you look at the products that work best for keeping up your collagen so you don't lose it as you age, plumpening up your skin to reduce fine lines, speeding up cell turnover, reducing age spots and discoloration, and brightening skin tone, a high quality retinol is your gold standard. And so I still use Clear Out mainly for the medical grade retinol in it, but also the azelaic acid is a fantastic product to keep that skin turnover moving and keeping that dewy, fresh face look on your skin. And so me, even closer to 50 than I am 40, I still have that baby smooth skin that I had when I was young, mainly because I keep that cell turnover going. And it's been working wonders for me in terms of anti-aging. I mean, I really haven't aged since I've been in high school. And for you all, you know, who had a much earlier start, your 50-year-old self will thank you by using a high quality retinol in your 20s and onwards through your aging process. Okay, that's it. Anything else? Just post in your questions on our Facebook community, and I'm happy to answer them.